What is up, everyone? Shokari here, and I am back with another episode of Master Quest, the series where I climb the Sword and Shield ranked doubles ladder and attempt to get as high as I can in the Master Ball tier. We are back with Series 13, which for the first time for VGC allows us to use mythical Pokemon, as well as let us use an unlimited amount of restricted Pokemon. So what does this mean? It's basically Uber's format, if that's something you're more familiar with, where we just have a onslaught of Pokemon that are incredibly strong in their own right, and normally are not allowed in regular competitive gameplay. I thought that for this live stream, I would go over my team a little bit, go over some of the choices, and kind of explain it to you. So this is a team I built based on one provided by MoxieBoosted, where he was kind of doing a example team for the new series. I thought it was really cool. I tried to recreate it to the best of my ability. However, I had no idea what natures or EVs he was using, even IVs in a couple cases for like special attackers. So I kind of had to recreate that from scratch, kind of use my own judgment. I was able to get his items and his moves, at least. That much I was able to do, as well as abilities. It was pretty easy. So it's a little bit of my own take on it, since I'm not doing a one-for-one version, although I think it would be pretty funny if I ended up using the exact same EVs. I noticed for a lot of his Pokemon, he was actually running max HP, so I actually thought it was pretty interesting, very bulky team. So on this Groudon is a set I usually run anyway. Max HP, max attack, and then just 4 special defense, because we could use a little bit of help there. Wider, because Intimidate is not our friend. And I really liked his choice of Heavy Slam here. I thought that was really interesting to get max Steel Spikes off. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was just a really fun thing to use. And other than that, this is a pretty standard Groudon. For those of you that have seen any of my other videos that feature Groudon, my Groudon's a beast. It hits Precipice Blades every single time on both enemies. This thing's a monster. So yeah, just pretty standard Groudon. Venusaur is incredibly standard, just max speed, special attack, Focus Sash, G-Max, Chlorophyll. Standard stuff. We're opting for Sludge Bomb over Earth Power here, because Fairies are something we can really only deal with through Zacian, and if it's not a good Zacian matchup, then obviously we have no way to deal with Fairies reliably. And then when you have like the Tapus and Xerneas and stuff running around, it's gets a little bit scary. So yeah, nothing too crazy about this Venusaur. Sleep Powder spam, Weather Ball for max flares or fire type moves in the sun, Leaf Storm for a powerful grass attack. Yeah, so relatively standard Venusaur. Sludge Bomb isn't as popular, I think, as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. We have a Prankster Grimmsnarl with Iron Ball. Iron Ball is interesting because it now allows Groudon to hit flying types with a max Quake or Precipice Blades. These are moves they would normally like to avoid hitting, or avoid being hit by, and now that makes them in a very vulnerable position. It also halves their speed, so that does come up, essentially negating Tailwind on whatever Pokemon we throw that on. Thunder Wave to speed other things down as well. We just really need, like, we need speed control in a sense, and this Grimmsnarl does a fantastic job through both Trick and Thunder Wave. Foul Play allows us to have a damaging move, very good into Calyrex Shadow matchups, and Taunt for situations where the opponent might be going for Trick Room or any kind of slower than Grimmsnarl kind of setup. This does come up every now and then, but obviously it does nothing against like a Whimsicott, at least the first turn. We can't prevent the Tailwind from going up, but we can at least kind of mitigate it. And then just full HP, mixed defenses. I figured Water Spout from Kyogre was probably the more scary thing. I do believe we do survive that, if only barely. A max power Water Spout in the rain, I think we barely survive. I did not run too many calculations on these, to be honest with you, but they ended up working out better than I thought they would. Zacian, I'll be honest, I kind of stole this build off Pikalytics. I have no idea what these EVs are supposed to do, but I know that they are very good. 108 speed, I kind of modified. I think it was 92. I liked having a flat 200 speed. That felt like a very good milestone to kind of hit speed-wise, and so far it has been working out pretty darn well. Max HP, just for bulk, this has actually come up a few times, and you will see this come up. 76 attack just gets us to 200, which felt like a nice number for getting a boost from Intrepid Sword. Just felt like a nice, get us to a round 300, a nice round 300. I like clean numbers. And then just summon both of the defenses. I don't know what these numbers are supposed to achieve. These are straight from Pikalytics, I think. Because most stations don't run like max HP. They run like a good number. And then I went Jolly instead of Adamant. Just have a better time hitting that 200 mark. Again, I don't know what this actually stops, but it has come up. There were several instances when I was testing this on stream that the Zacian managed to live with just a slight sliver of HP, and that ended up working out in my favor every single time. So, what does it do? I can't tell you, but I can tell you it works. Standard, just 3 attack Zacian with Protect. We don't really need Swords Dance. We do plenty of damage on our own. We kind of really... We need Behemoth Blade, obviously. Fairy Stab is incredibly good. It comes up a bit more often than I would have thought. And, of course, you need your the fighting attack here. Sacred Sword is just our best option to deal with Max Steel Spikes and the like. The Yveltal here is pretty close. I don't know what standard Assault Vest Yveltal looks like. I stole this build from Pikalytics as well for the EVs. I have no idea what it's trying to stop, but I figured max HP was good, Assault Vest is great, that should be hasty. It is hasty in-game, because we're Assault Vested, so we are hasty. And then just a bit of special attack. Again, I don't know what this is supposed to outspeed, but it's been working out. Triple Dark Move Oblivion Wing. We really don't care about the damage on Foul Play since it uses the enemy's attack. Sucker Punch is just to, like, one-shot Calyrex Shadow, almost specifically, and then Dark Pulse is, like, our main actually attacking stab. It seems that the point of this Yveltal is to just stay on the field. At max HP, we will always survive a Behemoth Blade from a max attack Adamant Zacian. We will always survive it, so that's come up pretty important. Also, notably, this cannot be taken down in one shot by Final Gambit Victini. I don't know how popular that is. I've seen a lot of Victini, but that seems like an important milestone to hit. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special. And then Choice Scarf Victini, the reason I wanted to use this entire team, I thought it looked really cool. I thought it was really interesting that Final Gambit with max HP, Choice Scarf Victini, basically allows you to one-shot almost every single restricted or mythical Pokemon allowed. There are some exceptions, but the vast majority of them you just take out of the game immediately. That does include Zacian, which can be a problem, but if you don't feel like suiciding on the Zacian, you have the Choice Spec to V-Create, which will kill it. Just enough speed here to outspeed Calyrex Shadow, which is good. I think this also... No, this doesn't outspeed Regieleki. Yeah, but really the main point here is V-Create Final Gambit. We have U-Turn just to pivot in and out, and then Wild Charge just for some bonus damage against, like, Kyogre. Yeah, like, nothing really too crazy, I think, about any of these sets. The PokePaste is down in the description, as well as a rental code for the team, and if you feel like trying either of these out yourself, either on Showdown or in Sword and Shield. So yeah, that's about it. Please go ahead and enjoy the games. They are wild. Okay, Dragapult, Hatterene, Whimsicott, Obstagoon, Zacian, Magearna. Okay, Trick Room mode with Hatterene / Whimsicott / Magearna, but Shadow Sneak Dragapult to activate Weakness Policy? Again, no Fake Out, so there's nothing really... There's nothing really stopping this lead. Victini's pretty good here. Double Steel types. And other than that, it's probably just Zacian? Like, Grimmsnarl does have use here, but... not really. Mostly just for slowing them down if they're faster. So actually, yeah. We'll do Grimmsnarl, Venusaur, and then if necessary, we'll switch out to Groudon. Because we have speed control both ways. Like, Chlorophyll doubles Venusaur speed, so we move before everything not named Whimsicott. And then with Grimmsnarl, we can, like, trick Iron Ball or Thunder Wave, whatever we need to, like, get them back down and basically ignore the Tailwind. Yeah, so this is very much a Thunder Wave with Magearna. I could give it Iron Ball, but I don't think Iron Ball actually does anything. We're just gonna Sleep Powder it. Oh no, we can't! We can't do both! We can't do both! Interesting, substitute on the Whimsicott. I guess if it has a Lumberry, we proc the Lumberry? Interesting, Flash Cannon. Okay. I'm just gonna switch out. And I'm gonna Weather Ball. Yeah. Because the Whimsicott is subbing to prevent Taunt, which would mean it doesn't have Mental Herb and instead would have Focus Sash. And it's going to try to Trick Room this turn, right? Or just Tailwind safely. Screens Whimsicott. Okay. How much does this do past the screen? Does half. I can actually Heavy Slam and Sludge Bomb the Whimsicott. Break the substitute. Because it's probably going to go for Reflect this turn. So this way I can kill it and it won't get the Tailwind. And swapping in the Zacian to a Weather Ball seems pretty risky. And now it's just gonna take P-Blades damage. Like I could have just one-shot your Zacian there. Leech Seed. I mean, depending on how this goes, like I just one-shot the Zacian next turn anyway. I don't even have to Dynamax this turn. Because I already know, like, Weather Ball one-shots Magearna, so if this isn't bulky Zacian, then, like... Because I have Victini in the backsteel, and I have Choice Scarf, so, like, I honestly can just... The question is, do you think... I think Zacian's more of a threat than the Hatterene. I really don't, but I'm gonna, like, double up on the Hatterene just in case. Yeah, I don't want to go for Heavy Slam because it could have Dynamax, and that makes Heavy Slam useless. And, if P-Blades hits, it should kill. And it hits both because I'm a good trainer. Nice, yeah. Actually, just one-shots both of them. And Magearna dies to a Weather Ball, we know that. So we are in a great position right now. Yeah, Magearna and what else? Oh, just Magearna, yeah. That's a super easy, just like Max Quake into Weather Ball. Just prolong Groudon, because there's no way Magearna's like KOing it. He's staying in. He legitimately thinks this Magearna can 1v4. Sorry, bro. There's no way a 40% health Magearna is 1v4ing anything. Like, you have to max guard this turn, if anything. Okay, you're just taking it. That's fair. Commendable. So yeah, we kind of messed up turn 1 a little bit, but it didn't even matter. Okay, Thundurus, Zacian, Kyogre, Shedinja, Landorus-I, Incineroar. I feel like that's a Worlds team. And again, they have no speed control. So I feel like Grimmsnarl Venusaur is a safe lead, because depending on if it's Incineroar or not, I can just switch Groudon in. And that also saves Groudon from the Intimidate from Incineroar. I mean, it could be Prankster Thundurus, but that's really uncommon. I feel like Yveltal doesn't really do me any favors here. I mean, neither does Zacian, really. So maybe Victini, but Victini doesn't really do a lot either. Let's see. Landorus. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll say Victini, and worst comes to worst, Victini can, like, 1-for-1 Final Gambit. One-shot everything that isn't Zacian. So that's, like, a worst-case scenario. Okay, Kyogre, Zacian. Nothing crazy there. I imagine Kyogre switches out. Okay, I'm fine with Thunder Waving the Zacian and just going for... they could double up on Venusaur. No, Kyogre definitely switches out here. I need to Sleep Powder whatever comes in. Maxing the Kyogre, interesting. So if they don't double up on Venusaur, which they should, but... they could go for a Max Guard, too. I don't know what they would Max Guard if it's not Protect, but... probably to Max Guard against a... G-Max Vine Lash, right? Okay, Zacian's paralyzed. We don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm still faster than the Kyogre, so it's slow Kyogre. And that's into Venusaur. It's into Grimmsnarl. Okay, well that actually lets me bring in Groudon for free, and then I get his P-Blade's Vine Lash. So I'm already going to take care of both of your restricteds in the same turn. So either you switch out the Kyogre, or... Like, either way, you've lost your Dynamax, right? So... He has two things immune to P-Blades, but, like, there's no way he brought both of them. And at least I get chip damage onto them, and I do have Victini in the back, so I guarantee take care of them all. Because Zacian's the only thing that has a high enough base HP stat to survive Final Gambit. So Victini actually wins us this endgame. And we might not even have to use Final Gambit. Yeah, he doesn't have any kind of protect on the Kyogre. Okay, bulky Kyogre. Ooh, is this the bulky weakness policy Kyogre? It's not. It's just a bulky Kyogre. Assault Vest? Even with the Thunder Wave, he's faster than Groudon, but that's not a surprise. And then Zacian gets taken out by Vine Lash damage. I still need to attack the Kyogre next turn, because it could wake up and, like, G-Max Geyser. So unfortunately, I have to do that. But this does mean I can, like, heavy slam the Landorus. But he probably, like, one-shots me with, like, Earth Power. And with the residual damage, we KO, like, Shedinja if it ever shows up. Yeah, because we can't chance the Kyogre waking up there, right? Grass Knot, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Victini, like, basically wins us this endgame. Because depending on what's left, we just, like, KO it. Because, like, there's no way that, Landorus KOs the Venusaur. And it's the Incineroar, so... Okay, that makes things a little bit tough. So I need to actually Final Gambit the Incineroar and Vine Lash the Landorus. Because Incineroar... Or Landorus can absolutely KO Victini. Incineroar can KO Victini too, it has, like, Darkest Lariat. Or Throat Chop. And because I don't have Earth Power, I can't deal with the Incineroar with just the Venusaur. So I have to KO the Landorus here. And hope that the... Okay, he doesn't go for... Okay, he doesn't go for the Fake Out, which means that we take care of the Incineroar. And then we can just, like, Leaf Storm or Sleep Powder the Landorus next turn. Yeah, because with the Focus Sash, we're safe. Yeah, we still have a turn of Sun, so yeah, we can just go for the Sludge Bomb. Actually, we'll go for the Weather Ball. That's safer. Yeah, and this is why Focus Sash Venusaur is like so good. Wow, that didn't even activate the Focus Sash. Yeah, and if he has Protect, he dies to Vine Lash. So yeah, we basically just like win this no matter what. So that worked out really well that we took the Victini. If we took anything else, I don't think we could have won. Or we could have, but it would have been a lot slower. Yeah, Yveltal actually would have been okay here. It's just, like, it takes a lot longer to win, and it's quite possible that, like, we don't. Yeah, let's go and look at the team, see if there's any surprises. It was Prince to Thundurus. Okay. So that's interesting. Standardization? Yeah, standardization. That's not as bulky as what I'm running. Just Mystic Water Kyogre. He has speed, so I guess it's because he's a modest nature and not timid that I outsped him. 140 is your speed. Okay, we're gonna have to check Venusaur's speed after this. Okay, just like annoying Shedinja, but nothing like crazy. Assault Vet. Oh. Why is this not Life Orb? He has a free Life Orb slot. And Life Orb Sheer Force is like kind of crazy. Like, why are you doing like a bulky-ish Landorus? Like, you've lost so much power just by doing that. Actually, let's go ahead and actually look at my Venusaur. What is my speed? My speed's 145, so I do outspeed non-timid max speed Kyogres. Okay, that's pretty good to know. Okay, Lunala, Charizard, Whimsicott, Groudon, Kyogre. Okay, so double weather with Tailwind, Lunala, and Charizard's his main Dynamax target. Okay. Okay, so Grimmsnarl, right? We Thunder Wave, or we trick the Iron Ball onto something, because he's obviously leading Whimsicott, most likely. Venusaur goes with it. Victini's pretty good here, because most of what he has... like, even if it was max HP, we KO with Final Gambit, like, we just straight up KO it. And then... But no, we shouldn't be trading 1-for-1 like that. So if anything, Yveltal gives us a way to deal with the Lunala, while also being, like, tanky against the Kyogre. And then... I'll say Groudon. Just in case he doesn't bring it, and that gives us a weather advantage. Because it could very well be he just doesn't bring Sun. Now, that being said, we don't have anything good for the Charizard. Like, our best bet is Stone Edge. Okay, and there is the Charizard. Oh, I didn't pick in time. I thought I had the Grimmsnarl lead. Oh shit, I'm not gonna Dynamax here because that kind of like ruins everything. Just hope I can get the Stone Edge off. Aw, man, I took too long. Our best hope he Tailwinds. Airstreams. Okay, he doesn't Dynamax. We have a chance. Unless that's Solar Beam. Heat Wave, we can live. We absolutely can live Heat Wave. Now just Stone Age needs to hit. Sludge Bomb needs to poison. Okay, so Venu's just gone no matter what. Sludge Bomb just needs to poison. Oh, my Pokemon are so good. My Pokemon are so good at this game. Look at that. Look at that. Man, okay. That's about as great of a turn one as we could have hoped for. He still outspeeds me, unfortunately, because of the Tailwind, but now we can bring in Grimmsnarl. Is it Grimmsnarl Zacian? Yeah, it's Grimmsnarl Zacian. We bring in Grimmsnarl to start doing Thunder Wave pressure. Or Iron Ball. Thunder Wave's probably better. I don't know what the point of that was. Yeah, so now we just have to Precipice Blades and pray. All the while, like, Thunder Waving and hope he gets paralyzed. Because it's possible Groudon Precipice Blades misses, and it's also possible he just goes for a Swords Dance because he feels safe. Whereas Kyogre is just going to, like, Origin Pulse or Water Spout. Which, either way, Grimmsnarl is fine on that end. Like, Groudon's going to die here almost regardless. Oh, no, wait, that's all he has left. Okay, so if we can ensure our Zacian lives, but we don't have a good way of KOing the... Okay, yeah, I think he wins this game, because I don't think our Zacian can KO his Groudon. Yeah, Behemoth Blade doesn't KO Groudon. I don't have anything to KO Kyogre. So... yeah, unfortunately he wins that. Zacian can't 1v2 this. It's just not possible. Now, if anything, I could have Dynamaxed Groudon turn 1, but it's entirely possible that they could have, like, Helping Hand Max Overgrowth, and I just die anyway. So... yeah. So that was because I did not pick in time. That's, like, literally the only reason I lost, was because I didn't pick in time. Otherwise, I actually could have had Victini there. Victini could have, like, insta-killed the Groudon or Kyogre, assuming I picked the one that doesn't Dynamax. And then, I probably have, like, Yveltal left. Okay, Power Lunala, Life Orb, Charizard, yeah, nothing crazy there. Focus Sash, Assault Vest. Okay, Assault Vest. Okay, so that's like a long battle. And he has Stone Edge, but so he could win, theoretically, but... yeah, Max Speed Kyogre. Anything crazy on the Zacian? Quick Attack! And Close Combat. You don't really see Close Combat on Zacian, because you really can't afford to, like, make yourself weaker. Okay, so I literally just need to, like, pick faster. Okay, Indeedee, Lunala, Victini, Incineroar, Groudon, Thundurus. Okay, so... Indeedee plus Expanding Force Lunala, or Expanding Force Victini. Okay, I like the idea of Victini trading 1-for-1 or something here, actually. With a Veltal. Groudon on the back for sure. Probably Venusaur? Like, this would be a lot more fine if I had, what was it, Earth Power? He doesn't have speed control, though, so, like, Zacian's actually probably fine here. But that being said, if he doesn't have speed control, then Venusaur's also fine. I like Zacian against the Thundurus more, in all honesty. If anything, Victini, like, Final Gambit's the Thundurus. Yeah, for sure. Will be interesting. Could be U-turn Trick Room. Now that Victini is just gonna, like, blow something up with V-Create, for sure. It's like, what are the odds he Dynamaxes Groudon here? They're pretty good, right? Well, Final Gambit... We'll also target the Groudon, but this way it hits Victini just in case. Okay, he doesn't. Goes to Incineroar. Interesting. Okay, Max Airstream actually would have been better here now, but... The Groudon gives me more problems than anything, so... My thought process is, that's a Choice Scarf Victini. He can't Final Gambit the Yveltal because I will live. He can't Final Gambit the Victini because I could Final Gambit him if we're both Choice Scarfed. So, okay, he is going for the Groudon here. So, it's possible this double up KOs it. It just depends on how tanky the Groudon is. Like, if it has any HP, like, if it has any investment in bulk or any, like, Assault Vest or anything. I'm not expecting it to die here, but it's going to get pretty low. You could argue V-Create would have been better, but this is a guaranteed half of its health. And now if he was going for a Max Quake, it fails. Okay, he's going for the Citrus Berry. It's probably a tankier Groudon. We KO it next turn for sure. As long as he's not going for Stone Edge, I think we're in a good spot. I probably just read him too hard. Yeah, it is a Rock Fall. I don't have anything immune to Fake Out is the problem. But now the Incineroar almost has to, like, Parting Shot me. So, Groudon might go... He might Protect here, but there's also a good chance he doesn't. If he doesn't now, Yveltal can outspeed the Thundurus. Okay, he does. Okay, good read. Incineroar was probably going for a Parting Shot. And it was on the Zacian, like I kind of thought it would be. So now I can just Sacred Sword the Zacian. Or Sacred Sword the Incineroar. And that should KO it. Unless it's like a Choppleberry Incineroar. And now we don't move faster than the Victini, but we at least have, like, Sucker Punch pressure. And no Dynamax on the Thundurus. Or Lunala is pretty nice. That's how much Sacred Sword does. Not enough to KO it, interestingly. Yeah, if all he's doing is Parting Shot and removing our +1, then, like, that's pretty fine, because then we can just, like, switch out Zacian next turn. And Groudon will be much better against, like, Thundurus or something than he will. Yeah, like, I'm not really worried about Parting Shot on Zacian. I'm more worried about it on Yveltal, who can't boost its stats. So... be interesting to see... He still has Victini in the back. Incineroar's on low health. So what's his last Pokemon? It is Lunala. Okay, and we easily take care of that with, like, a... Okay, this is where he brings the, actually, where he would bring it back out. Because now he can just fake out the... Oh, he can't fake out, so we can just, like, Sucker Punch the Lunala, right? No, we can just Dark Pulse it, actually. Yeah, we can just go for another Protect. Because Victini wants to, like, V-Create or Final Gambit us. And just, like, Dark Pulse the Lunala. Sounds good to me. Because Lunala's gonna go for a Helping Hand, or not Helping Hand, a Meteor Beam into me, and if I KO it, then that's not a problem. Zacian's now at -1. I can swap him out and be fine. Yeah, he's probably actually going to go for Fake Out onto the Zacian here. And I might as well let him, right? Because that means I can probably KO the Victini. But Zacian's not doing anything for me in this endgame anyway. So, like, I might as well just, like, go for the hit into Incineroar and go for the Dark Pulse into Victini. Because otherwise he gets to, like, Fake Out the Yveltal and, like, attack the Yveltal with Victini, right? Because that's the most immediate threat to Victini, but I still have Groudon, so, like, it's not a problem. And if he's Choice Scarfed, then, like... Okay, yeah, he's just gonna double up into the Yveltal here. But he's slower than me, so he could still be Scarfed. And with the V-Create now, he's definitely slower. So now, between Groudon and Yveltal, I just have, like, a pretty clean KO on the Victini. Easy P-Blades. Easy Dark Pulse. Because I don't think a -2 Sucker Punch is going to kill this Victini. Alright, that went pretty well. I probably could have read into the Max Guard from Groudon and gotten, like, additional damage off on whoever was standing next to him at the time, but it's not really a big deal. That ended up working out really fine. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. These are going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel later, so check those out. And yeah, thank you so much. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take care.